Today's podcast is thanks to CQ University's MBA for the rest of us. Be about the new business world, not the old school tie. Delivered entirely online with no assessment deadlines, at CQ Uni, you can get a full qualification from $7,000. Search Be Different MBA.
Now, just something as we came to air tonight that's come in from the Bureau of Meteorology, and I think this is going to be important for many farmers, but even then go to what the learnings are out of the Royal Commission today and over the past few weeks in the dealings of banks and farmers is going to be important. This is the Bureau of Meteorology that says now it sees a recent warming of the Pacific Ocean is leading to a 50% chance of an El Nino weather event developing this year. This is according to the Bureau of Meteorology. It's come out late today. It says sea surface temperatures in the central to eastern tropical Pacific have been warning since April. Now, 5 of 8 models indicate this warming will reach El Nino levels in the southern hemisphere in spring. A 6th model falls just short. What they're saying is that 50% chance of an El Nino weather event this year is twice the level as what it normally could be. Now, El Ninos are damaging to Australia. The last one in 2015-16 cut our agricultural production. Of course, many parts of central Queensland, parts of northern New South Wales already in drought. So this could be the very worst thing that many of those farming communities will want to hear. Somebody who knows this and has studied the effects of it on our economy and also on our rural economy especially is the agribusiness economist at the National Australia Bank, Finn Ziebel, who is on the line right now. Many thanks for your time, Finn.
G'day, Ross. How you going?
Good. This event that the Bureau of Meteorology has predicted, I know they're saying a 50% chance. So there's also a 50% chance it will not happen, but it's twice the level of expectation as normal. So people, farmers, others in business need to take it seriously, don't they?
Look, I mean, the short answer is yes, absolutely they do. The Weather Bureau's been warning of these sort of increased risks for a little while now, and not just the El Nino outlook. But you look at the Weather Bureau's 3-month rainfall outlook, and the latest version of that as well shows below average rainfall, in some cases quite significantly below average rainfall forecast for most of eastern Australia. So certainly it's something to watch. And, as you alluded to in the introduction, the conditions in particularly northern New South Wales and also parts of Queensland are already very, very dry.
Okay, then the second part about this is the El Nino, when it comes, can leave parts of the country arid, and yet other parts of the country can experience almost flood conditions. So this is the effect of the El Nino, so it can have different impacts in different parts of the economy in different places.
I mean, I suppose the best thing we can say about El Nino is its impacts are, highly variable. So, generally speaking, some of our worst drought periods and some of our lowest crop production have been associated with El Nino events. I'm talking the 2002-2003 cropping season, 06-07, very tough. But you can have El Nino events which don't have much of an impact. I think the key thing now is we've just gone through planting winter crops, wheat, barley and so forth in Australia. And for a lot of areas, the conditions are very dry. Now, some areas have been okay. So when I look around the grounds, Western Australia has had a bit of rain recently. Parts of SA are okay. Victoria's probably got some better conditions than elsewhere. But as I said, northern New South Wales and southern Queensland are really where we're looking at in terms of the real pressure at the moment.
Because the previous El Nino certainly had a significant impact on Australia's wheat production, Australia being the 4th largest wheat producer in the world. And so that has an impact on wheat prices and therefore even, shall I say, the economic outlook for Australia also.
Well, it's quite interesting. When you go back to the 2016 season in Australia, we had great conditions. It was quite close to La Nina. That saw agriculture following on from that. We had record cropping production, incredible yields. That flowed through into agriculture as one of the biggest contributor to GDP growth at the time. Now, you flip the coin over and you've seen agriculture contracting a bit recently because last season for cropping was pretty patchy, and parts of New South Wales last season, weren't that crash hot. But, at the moment, for sure, it's something to watch.
It's going to be interesting to see this. And as we say, there is a 50% chance, according to the Bureau of Meteorology, so they haven't raised their forecasts any greater than that. But as I say, there's a change in forecast from the Weather Bureau this afternoon. Finn Ziebel is the agribusiness economist at the National Australia Bank, spends a lot of time studying these types of patterns and the impact on not only farms, but also on the rural economy overall. And Finn, I appreciate your time on the program this evening.
No worries at all. Thanks for having me.